Time to cross the T's, dot the I's. The rest of the week's top stories with us now. Small business advocate and author of What If and Why Not, Jennifer Gruber. Fox News contributor Andrea Tantaros, and human events editor and author Jason Mattera. So let's start with the big insider trading case. The jury found the Galleon Group founder Raj Rajamatnam guilty of insider trading. Billionaire. Convicted this week of making a fortune by coaxing a crew of corporate tipsters to give him the illegal edge in trades in all kinds of different stocks. Prosecutors claim there were profits of more than $60 million from this. The lawyer is going to appeal. Sentencing is set for July 29th. So, Jennifer, does this change Wall Street?
Well, it's been a continuous change going on, and people are becoming way more aware, and the government's looking out for this now. What happened is all that greed that was going on for so long is now finally getting caught up, and people are starting to see what was happening. So this is a typical situation of, I got away with it once, I'm going to get away with it again. And so he got away with it so long, and he got caught all those years that they were tracking his conversations, but it was just plain out greed, and he obviously felt like he couldn't do it alone. And he created this reputation that he was like the soothsayer, but really it was insider trading.
Andrea, Wall Street, are they now good boys and girls?
They're down there gnawing on their nails behind that big iron bull going, who's next? I mean, think about this. Raj was essentially busted because he was trapped. Think about all the other traders that are going to think twice before they trade. But look, this is not just the rich robbing the rich here and these insider trading deals. You think about your grandma's pension, there's always somebody else, Tom, on the other side of that trade.
Yeah, there is.
And that's what people don't think. It's people like you and me, small investors, our grandma, our
the confidence that Wall Street is rigged or not rigged will make a difference on a lot of people investing or
Great
not.
point. Yep.
Hey, Jason, so are they all frightened now and they're all going to be good?
They should be. I should mention that it's good that not all of the bureaucrats at the Securities and Exchange Commission are watching porn on their computer. They actually do work sometimes, and good for them for doing so. This does add to the contempt there is out for Wall Street that originated back with the 2008 bailouts. And when Raj gets convicted of insider trading, that only increases the atmosphere of detest. And it's going to be a demagogue time for the political class as we move whether or not to reform the tax code, including Wall Street and capital gains taxes. This is definitely going to be used by politicians.
The politicians jump all over it because they're so honorable. But I got to tell you, it's 3-1. I disagree with all of you. I think nothing will change on Wall Street. I think business as usual. There's not going to, but we'll wait and see. It'll be a few years before they get another one. All right, let's try unions in California. Want the legislature there to pass a law to force hotels to use fitted sheets instead of flat. Yes, it's that big thing that all of us are focused on, flat or fitted. Well, the cost of the hotel operators says it's going to cost them $20 million to get all the new stuff. So, Jason, let's start with you. Flat or fitted?
Yeah, I prefer fitted, but if we're at the point in our country where we're calling making a bed back-breaking labor, then we are truly a country filled with pansies. The fact that unions would actually take up this issue goes to show you why most Americans just are done with them. Their favor with Americans have plummeted because as California is broke, they want their legislators to actually take up balancing their budget, bringing jobs to the area, not worrying about should we mandate that there are fitted sheets at hotels. It's absurd.
Is this why we're in the problem we're in, Jennifer? Is that everybody's trying to micromanage everything and say, just here, go do your job?
Well, they're micromanaging these small problems that are not really monumental to our economy right now or to our culture, and they're getting involved in things that really are insignificant and irrelevant. When I read this, I seriously thought it was a joke at first. I was like, is this a tease to get me to read something more? But I think that this is something that we need to stay out of. I mean, there's a lot of other things that our politicians need to be doing right now than worrying about flat sheets or fitted sheets.
Yeah, but my question is, I understand it's faster to put on the fitted sheets, but how do you fold a fitted sheet? That's what
you're asking the
still don't know.
Girl, and I'm ashamed. When my mom's watching this, she's going to say, I tried to teach you and you didn't want to learn. I still don't know, Tom, admittedly. But what I don't understand is this union is saying it is the most dangerous line of work. Back sprains, breaking their back, spraining their knees. Find a new profession. I mean, really, if we start with fitted sheets, what's next? 700 count? Because the 100 count's going to be too hard on their fingers? I mean, the unions are really the crux of this issue. They're just a bunch of whiners.
Speaking of
Tom,
wonders.
this is a perfect example, though, why legislators should be part-time. They have way too much time on their hands if they're worrying about this.
That's a good point. All right, how about this legislature? How about the state of Illinois? A senator there, Shane Coulter, says parents who have obese children should lose their state tax deduction. It's the parents' responsibility, says Shane, that they have fat kids. 1 in 5 Illinois children classified as obese. 62% of the state's adults are overweight. So they're pushing for diet solutions. But how about it, Jennifer? You want to tax people for fat kids?
I got to tell you, this is a topic I am actually very passionate about. I came from the original industry was my health and fitness industry, and I have 7-year-old twin daughters. And I believe that obese children go through more than physical jeopardy, but they also go through a lot of torment psychologically. And I think it is a parent's responsibility to teach their children.
I'm right there with you, no question about it. But the parents many times don't have healthy eating habits.
No, they don't. And so
they don't know or don't care.
But at the same time, you know, if a child gets spanked, a parent can go to jail. But spanking a child actually might be psychologically and physically less torment than actually letting your child become obese.
Andrea, talk about priorities. We were just talking about priorities. You cannot use the tax code to influence behaviors. You cannot try and bribe people with tax deductions or taking away tax deductions.
But that's what the tax code is. It's full of all kinds of incentives.
It's the wrong way to do it. There's no proof that shows that the big obese guy, is going to get off the couch because the government tells him to. Personal responsibility. And you know what? The Democrats have this food fetish. I don't know what it is. There's all these big issues, and they're just obsessed with what we're putting in our mouths.
Jason, should the government tell you how to raise your kids and how to feed them?
No, it's not a food fetish. It's more they just want more control over people's lives, and this is another area to do it. I mean, I would fight child obesity the way like I did as a kid, and that you just run around during recess and you smash your classmate in the face with a dodgeball and you burn a lot of calories. But now recess is banned on school grounds because it hurts a kid's self-esteem. But if we really want to tackle it policy-wise, childhood obesity, and then you have to look at health care costs, and that is most people do not pay. They're shielded from direct cost of their medical bills. And if we didn't have all these pools and all these government subsidies and we made people actually have to pay for their poor dietary habits, I think parents would watch what they eat, and they wouldn't let their kids go at Mickey D's 6 or 7 times a week.
That's another whole show about health care. But Jason, thank you very much. Jennifer, Andrea, thank you.